Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Osil, and in today's video I'm going to do a roundup finale of the perfume project I've been doing for spring. Basically, I picked out all my spring themed, spring-like perfumes in my collection, which was a lot. And I made a point to use every single one of them at least once and just really try to figure out what I feel about the different perfumes. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about each and every perfume, some more, some less, depending on how much I got to know them, and then I'm going to be ranking them, and yeah, that's today's video. I hope it's okay with you guys that I keep my glasses on for this because I need to read all my notes, and that the reflection is okay. But yeah, anyways, I also want to say that this time around the project has been very overwhelming and a little bit confusing, both because there has been so many perfumes that I needed to try out. So a lot of them I only used once, and I was like, I have to move on to the next because there's limited amount of time. And also I'm a little confused because I'm kind of at the point where I'm going from absolutely loving gourmands and vanilla perfumes, which I have loved my entire life, on to really starting to get to know and enjoy more floral perfumes, which has not been my go-tos in the perfume world at all, really. Just one or two perfumes that I really like in the floral perfume world, and now I'm like dipping my toes into it, and I'm really liking some of the floral perfumes I have, and I'm surprised by myself. And I find myself also gravitating away from really super sugary and sweet and gourmand scents. It's like I still love them, but I don't know. I love them, but yeah, I'm just kind of in between at this point. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, we're gonna get started with number one ranking, which is the lowest, the ones that I'm really considering decluttering, and we're gonna move ourselves up to number 10, which are my top favorites, wanna repurchase kind of perfumes. All right, I have 3 perfumes in this category, and then I found one that I'm gonna put in a 0 ranking category. This is Gosh Anything for You. And I basically wasn't able to open this. I have been previously, and I remember not really loving it too much, and so I've tried it so many times to open it, and at this point I just don't care anymore. I'm just gonna leave this. But yeah, I know it's a spring perfume. I have tried it way back, didn't love it. I'm gonna put this back. And then I have these 1-point ranking perfumes. Let's do the J'dore from J'dore. I don't know. I can't speak French. This is from Dior, and this was terrible. I got an allergic reaction to this one. I had to wash it off immediately. This smells like jasmine, orange blossom, lilies, and rose. I want to say it's like a terrible, super strong flower bomb, and I cannot stand this perfume. So sorry for all of you guys who love it. I'm sure it's great on you, but on me, no. No thank you. And let me just be clear on something. This is all opinions. This is how I feel, and this is my taste of perfumes, and just because I don't like a perfume and you really like the same one doesn't mean it's bad. It's just my opinion. So just keep that in mind, that this is just about taste and how the perfumes reacts to my body chemistry, and so it's not some sort of criticism on how you smell, if that makes sense. I've got the Essnce Cotton Clouds. This one I also washed off, not because I had an allergic reaction, but because I really, really dislike this perfume as well. I feel like it smells like sweat drenched in lemon toilet cleaner. I just think it smells awful. If I didn't say, I used all of these perfumes once. And the last one is Miss Dior Cherie. I'm only keeping this for sentimental reasons. I got this from my boyfriend like probably 15-20 years ago. I remember having this on my wish list because some magazine told me that this was Lauren Conrad's favorite perfume, and it is not mine at all. I don't think it's bad. It's just very strong, a very strong floral scent, and it's very long lasting, but I just can't handle this much floral just yet. Maybe I will someday, since I'm like moving towards floral scents, but for now it is not a favorite. I don't have any perfumes in the 2 points category, but I have 3 in the 3 points category. I each use these once, and we're going to start with the Rituals Organic White Lotus and Yi Ren Calming Bed and Body Mist. Now, I decided to put this in the 3 points category because as a perfume, I don't love it, but as a room spray, it's a 10 out of 10. I really, really enjoy this as a room spray. It's like my favorite one, and I wish this still existed. I did purchase another one. I thought it was the same one. They're not exactly the same. I think that one's called Ying, and this one's called Yin. And yeah, I thought they were very similar, but they are very similar, but they're not dupes, and so I guess this is not available anymore, discontinued. But I really, really enjoy the calming, earthy scent to it as a room spray, but not as a body mist. Then we have Juliette Has a Gun Magnolia Bliss. This is a really nice perfume. It's very similar to a perfume you would get from the Clean brand. It's very, very clean, a little bit soapy, like a shampoo kind of soapy scent. So it's not like it's a bad scent at all, it's just not for me. I do think it's a perfect floral, really. I think if you're into florals, I think you're going to really like this one. It's a very well-rounded floral. I can smell that magnolia in the very beginning. And it is also a perfume that is growing on me. I do like it more and more, but for now it's not a favorite. So I do like the opening, but it does become a little bit more headachy, and it smells of peony, and it has some nectarine, I think. Very like citrusy. And yeah, I can't really smell the tonka bean or the vanilla that's supposed to be in here. So yeah, it's just not for me. Then we have Jo Malone Pear and Freesia, the dupe version in 487 from Eden, and I just don't like this. It's just not. It's very intense. All I can smell really is rose and patchouli, which is like my 2 worst scents in a perfume. Like rose it could work if you just drip it into a perfume, but if it's too heavy, it's too much for me. It's very intense. It doesn't last for too long. Maybe the original lasts longer, but this only lasts for 5 hours, around 5 hours. And it also has some sort of bitterness to it, which I don't like. So it's a no for me. Then I have 5 perfumes in the 4-point category. Let's start with the Clean Sparkling Sugar. I only used this once, and this is sweet, but it's not as sweet as I imagined. And it only lasts for like 3-4 hours, which I think is very disappointing. There is some fruit and berries in there, so you can kind of move it into the summertime as well. But there's so much musk and a touch of floral, so I don't know. It's just too much for me. It's very strong in the beginning, but it very quickly just fizzles out to really nothing, and no, it's not for me. Then we have just a little sample of the Prada Paradoxe. This, it's nice, but it kind of reminds me of the Black Opium perfume, only this is even stronger. It is like a good, classic, versatile, all-around perfume. I think a lot of people would like this, but it's just a little bit too floral for me. Then we have two perfumes from Kayali. I used each of these twice. We have the Fleur Majesty Rose Royale 31. This gives a heavy, headachy, super strong rose from the very beginning, and I really, really don't like this. Can't smell any fruits, gives me an instant migraine. I think I kind of regret not putting this in the 3-point category, to be honest, because it's like, I can wear it, but I don't enjoy wearing it, if you know what I mean. Then there's Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar number 42. So this is immediately a boozy floral, very intense. I didn't pick up on any of the gourmand notes at all. It just went straight to the patchouli, and that's where it stayed. It didn't last very long, so that's a good thing, I guess, if you don't like the perfume in the first place. But if you like it, it should last a little bit longer than like 2 hours. So this is also not great. Then we have Flower by Kenzo, which I also used only once. This is a soft floral with a sharp rose in the back. I didn't really like the opening. It is a powdery musk with a little hint of floral and a little bit of vanilla as well, just a tiny bit. I don't like this one. I don't. Then we have the 5-point category. I have 5 that I used only once, and then I have this Byredo Inflorescence, which I used 3 times. Some of these I found a little bit difficult to decide on. Do I like them? Do I not like them? Where should I rank them? So as I'm like talking about them now, I'm realizing maybe I should rank them even lower, because a lot of these are like, they're not me, they're not representing my personality. But anyways, let's start with the Byredo Inflorescence. So this is a really nice floral, and I feel like I pick up on something fruity in this perfume, but there's none of that in the notes. This is actually really nice. It's not too heavy, it's inoffensive, feminine, and a little bit soapy, but in a good way. It's so nice. It's like a huge bouquet of flowers, but then it has this little bit of a sweetness to it, but not too much, just like a touch of sweetness. And it lasts for a very long time, like 10 to 12 hours, which is great. So this is actually a really good perfume. Really nice one. If you could see my notes in here, they're literally all over the place. I have 4 different books that I've written down my thoughts and notes on these perfumes over the years, and it's so chaotic. So these videos are actually taking me like 3 hours to do. But anyways, that's why I can't really remember how I feel about the YSL Libre 579, the dupe, because I have written that this is a 5-star, while the original, which I also have, is a 6-point kind of perfume, and I do not remember why I like this less, but I guess, I don't know. Maybe it's just less performative. I feel like I've written it somewhere. I'm so sorry. Anyways, maybe I should just skip on this. It smells nice, but I honestly don't remember how I feel about this. Then we have Musc Invisible by Juliette Has a Gun, and this gives me the same vibes as this one. Like, it's a nice perfume, but I would love it, absolutely love it as a room spray. It smells like a library, but in a good way, because it smells kind of old. It's like, but still like cottony as well. Very, very musky. It has some powderiness to it, like a powdery floral is what I would describe it as. I like it, but I would love it as a room spray. I don't have too much to say about the Lotus Pear from Seven Virtues. It's a really nice spring perfume for daytime use. It has a beautiful pear. I would describe it as a fruity floral. Yeah, that's all I have to say really. Then we have Magic Energy from Charlotte Tilbury. This is also a very nice, calming scent. I really like the bottle of this. It reminds me of something from Harry Potter, like some magic potion. It's green, it's light, it's similar to Calm Bliss, also another perfume from Charlotte Tilbury. It's earthy, a little bit citrusy, not too sweet. I think it's good for layering. I like it even more as it dries down too. So this is a nice perfume. I like it. I have 6 perfumes in the 6-point category. Let's start with the one that I only used once because I'm so over this perfume. The Marc Jacobs Perfect. I'm not over the perfume in itself, but the bottle, oh, it's so nice. The bottle, you can't spray any more from it. I'm trying to push this or drag this out. I'm not able to. It's not possible to open this perfume. So I don't know what to do with this. Please help me in the comments. But this is such a good perfume for the spring and summertime. I kind of get some sort of like strawberry in the opening. I don't think it contains strawberry, but there's just this beautiful fruity sweetness in the opening with a touch of banana just like for 2 seconds, and then it goes away. And for those 2 seconds, I love the perfume, but the rest of the opening, I don't love too much. It is a fruity floral, but it is a little bit powdery in the dry down. And then it has a musky base, which I really enjoy the complete dry down of this perfume. I think it's a very versatile perfume. I think a lot of people would like this perfume. It's not too sweet, not too heavy, very versatile. It doesn't last for too long, like 5-6 hours maybe, but it is a good perfume if you can make the bottle work. Then we have Pear Ink from Juliette Has a Gun, yes. And this is a really nice, fruity, beautiful pear in the opening. It goes away a little bit too fast for my liking, but it's very fresh, fruity, light, simple, probably nice to layer with more vanilla fruity scents. It turns into a musk, so the fruitiness of it kind of goes away after a little while. It lasts for about 4 hours, so not very long lasting, but it's just a good casual, fresh, fruity, musky perfume that I do like. Then we have this tiny little sample of the Keiko Mecheri Mogador. Yeah, something like that. Very rosy scent, but it is actually a little bit softer. So for me, I think it's one of those better rose perfumes. It's fresh, it's feminine, and it lasts for quite a bit. But for me, it's a no because I'm not a rose perfume kind of girl. But I think if you love rose perfumes, you're probably going to love this one. Then we have Versace Crystal Noir. By the way, all except from the Perfect one by Marc Jacobs, I've used twice in this category. The Versace Crystal Noir, I really like the opening of this, and then I don't like the rest of the perfume really. It has pepper, ginger, cardamom in the top, and in the middle there's a hint of coconut, I feel like. And then they have put gardenia, orange blossom, and peony in there. But for the base, I mean, I like all the notes. There's sandalwood, musk, and amber. I like all of them, but for some reason, I don't really love the dry down of this perfume. So it's a no for me. Then I actually got, I received as a gift 2 of the Armani Privè perfumes, little like travel sizes, and this is the Thè Yulong one that I decided to put in this 6-point mark. I was expecting this to be like, to smell like tea, but it's not really a tea scent in my opinion, but more light florals and citrus mixed together. It gives sort of like a clean, bright, and fresh scent that I find very nice and calming. So yeah, I like this one. but I do think the other one from Armani I like even better. Then we have lastly the YSL Libre, the original one. This is a nice classic perfume, very feminine, and yeah, I think a lot of people love this perfume. I feel like it's a little bit too much for me. It's a clean floral musk, but it can be a little bit headachy and soapy like, and then the vanilla is barely there. I can barely detect it. It has a good projection. It's long lasting. There's elements of it that I do really like. A lot of the things at the opening, the citrus part at the opening. There's something about that lavender that they put in the opening as well that I do like, but it's just too much for me. I'm sorry. This is not a perfume I'm gonna want to repurchase as a full size. And it's not cruelty free either, so that's another thing. And then lastly, we have from Ellis Brooklyn Sweet, and this, I have two perfumes from this brand. The other one is like my top favorite, like one of my favorite perfumes. This one, not so much. It's a little bit synthetic. It kind of reminds me of Radiant Nectar from Clean. I like the marshmallowy fruitiness, and it's very candy-like, but then it's just a little bit too sweet, just too much. And then it also has that soapiness to it. It just smells artificial, and no, it's not a perfume I recommend. I'm sorry. I like, again, elements about it. That's why I put it in this category. But yeah, no. Next, I have a bunch of perfumes in the 7-point category. Let's start with the ones that I used twice. The other ones I only used once. These ones I used twice. We've got the Essnce Jardin the Flora. I believe this is a dupe for some perfume from Gucci. I don't know, but this smells really nice. It's like a gorgeous gardenia. If you like gardenia scents, you're gonna love this. Beautiful, beautiful floral mixed with very nice fruity scents mixed with florals, citrusy. I can barely smell the patchouli actually, which is great. I just think this is a lovely spring perfume, and this is the kind of floral I really enjoy. Maybe it's because it's mixed with fruity notes. Then we have Molton Brown Bluebell and Wild Strawberry perfume. I think this is pretty like a newer perfume from 2025. I love the opening of this. It's fresh, delicate, and sweet. The middle is more floral with a hint of spice, and it settles as a soft woody scent with a hint of floral. I don't love the base, and then there's in the middle there's one note I can't quite figure out which one it is that is actually just a little bit repelling. So yeah, there's a nice opening, but the rest of the perfume I don't love that much. Ooh, I'm seeing that the middle has coriander, which is not something I'm very familiar with in perfumes, but maybe that's what I'm detecting as a repellent note. I don't like the scent that you get in the middle there. So yeah. Then we have the Diptyque Fleur the Pot. Yeah, I really like the opening in this with that pink pepper and bergamot. Very, yeah, fresh opening. Then there's a nice floral middle there that leans a little bit soapy, but not too much. It has some very interesting notes, like carrot. That's a note I'm not familiar with, so that's very interesting to me. It's enjoyable. It's a little bit sweet, more leaning on the unisex side, and then it has a amber musk base. It is a little bit headachy. It can feel a little bit sickening, I want to say. So therefore, there's parts about it that I really enjoy, but I won't repurchase this one. Then we have the other one from Armani that I got. This is Pivot Zuju. I actually have this on today. It's a really, really nice spring daytime appropriate perfume. It's very classic and feminine and very much floral. Yeah, it's really nice. The thing about both of these two perfumes from Armani that is a little bit disappointing is that they are quite weak. They don't last for long at all. So for the price point, you would expect it to be more long lasting, but it's not. Then we have the dupe for Vera Wang's Princess, which I had years ago. I really enjoyed the perfume. And then I decided to get this dupe for a little while ago. It's a very interesting perfume. I don't love the opening, but like as it dries down, it becomes a really beautiful, feminine, classic scent in my opinion. I would say it's a flowery vanilla with a woody base. It has this nice tuberose scent. It's pretty long lasting. I can tell that it has a lot of notes that I can't really detect. Leaning very much on the sweeter side, but it's not too sweet or too much of that. It's not like sickening in any way, in my opinion. But yeah, it's a really, really nice perfume. Then we have Radiant Nectar, which is similar to Sparkling Sugar. It's nice, fresh, soft, uplifting, good everyday perfume. A little bit boring to me. It doesn't like give me too much when I apply it, but it's like an average good perfume, you know? Slightly sweet, about 4 hours of longevity, so not great, but yeah, it's okay. I like it. And then we have Rain from Clean as well. This is more bitter, lemony. Can't say I really love this that much. I mean, maybe I like the Radiant Nectar. No, they're very similar. They're very similar in how much I like them. I usually like the bergamot notes, but I feel like because it has a lot of that patchouli in the base, it just takes over the scent after a while. So the top and the middle is good, but then it turns into a perfume I don't really love. So yeah, and again, 4 hour longevity on this one too. Then we have Eaten Juicy Apple, beautiful, nice, fruity, floral, or maybe more fruity than anything else. We got the cherry, the raspberry, the lychees. It's yeah, it has a lot of fruitiness in it. Very candy-like, but it does settle as a musky, floral vanilla. Because it has so much fruitiness in it, it's very much a floral that I can enjoy. I think it's nice to layer it with the Yum from Kayali. Works for all ages. Yeah, a beautiful perfume. Moving on to the 8-point category. I've used, let's see, I used this one once. This is the Daisy by Marc Jacobs, Oh So Intense. And then I used this one I used this one 5 times, the Daisy by Marc Jacobs. And then we have Nomad from Chloe, which I only used once. I don't have too much to say about this. This is just a beautiful, warmer version of the Daisy one. Sweet, nectar-like, beautiful, fruity floral. And it's very fresh. And it lasts for about 6 hours. The original Daisy perfume brings back so many memories. I used to have a full size of this many, many years ago. And this is just such a nice floral that's more on the sweeter side. It just gives me all these good memories. I really enjoy this one. And it's a very everyday appropriate classic perfume. And it's very soft, and it's not like, it's very office friendly. The Chloe Nomad is so interesting to me. It's a beautiful woody floral scent, and it has more depth to it and sort of earthiness rather than just the floral part of it, which makes it so interesting to me. I really, really enjoy this one. Then I have 3 perfumes in the 9-point category. I used the Pistachio Biscotti perfume 6 times. Then I used Clean Rain and Pear Eau Fraiche, like body spray 3 times. And then the Kayali Pistachio Gelato 33 Yum Pistachio Gelato 33 three times. So these two are very pistachio nutty scents, which I really love. And the reason why I put them in the 9-point category is because they're favorites of mine, all of these three, but for some reason I'm not sure if I want to repurchase them. So for this, let's start with this. Let's start with this perfume. The reason why I haven't put this in the 10-point category is because this is a full-size perfume, and even though I love this perfume, it's a beautiful gourmand, I'm afraid I might get sick of it because it's very specific, intense, unique perfume that doesn't smell like a whole lot other than pistachios. So you kind of have to love pistachios if you're going to love this perfume. And I don't know, I think it's something I have to decide once I'm done with this perfume. I think I have a lot left. So yeah, I didn't put it in the 10-point category because of that. But I do really, really love this perfume. I think it might be sickening to some. You do have some hints of berries there and some other nutty notes. You smell the almond. You can't really smell the spices that are listed in the notes, but it turns into more of a vanilla with a hint of pistachio in the dry down, but still very much pistachio centered. So you're gonna have to love that. You're gonna have to love a really sweet gourmand in order for you to enjoy this perfume. The Kayal Yum has a lot more complexity to it. It's not as pistachio scented as I thought. That's why I decided to purchase the other one I just talked about. But there is still a good amount of pistachio and nutty notes in this. But I would describe it more as a soapy floral, but in a good way. It's just not as fruity as I thought. So again, if you are looking for more of a pistachio, straight up pistachio scent, this might not be the one for you because it just contains so much more than just that. But if you want more complexity, this could be maybe interesting to you. Then we have this beautiful classic clean Rain and Pear Eau Fraiche. I decided to include this. I don't have many body sprays, but I wanted to include this because I'm not doing a body spray project. I want to include this in my perfumes. I use it as a perfume. I love this. I would put it in my 10-point category, but it's discontinued years ago and there's just no point. I'm not going to repurchase this. So yeah, I still have a little bit left of it. I've had this in projects previously. It does smell very fresh, very clean, but more, it has that like clean cotton scent in the base, but it's overpowered by the sweet pear, which I love. I love this so much. It's so fresh, so light, so uplifting, so positive. Such a great springtime body spray. So, love this. I'm going to quickly talk about my year-round perfumes, which I have ranked a little bit differently. I kind of have them in all of my projects, perfume projects, because I use them all year round. I've decided to include this as a year-round perfume as well because I want to get some use out of it because it's a body lotion and not a perfume, but I use it as a perfume. It's from the Giardini di Toscana, the Bianco Latte version of the perfume, and this is so strong and intense. It works very well as a perfume and it saves you some money if you're interested in trying this scent. I love this body lotion, and I've used it 6 times since I included it in the project, and I'm going to continue to use this. It's a 10. It's a 10 point for me. It's definitely something I want to repurchase either as a dupe, as the actual perfume, or as this body lotion. Just amazing. Sweet, gourmand, baked goods kind of scent, so you have to like that gourmand those gourmand notes, but very long lasting. Love this. Then I have the dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540, the number 504 from Eden. I love this one. I've used it 10 times, and this is also a 10-point kind of perfume. I love this dupe. It's amazing. And last year I got the original one, but this is the hair mist version, so it's a little bit cheaper but still very expensive, and I absolutely love this one too. I am putting this in a 9-point category because it doesn't last as long since it's a hair mist. And I've also used this 10-11 times. And then I have the Miss Dior Eau de Perfume. It's not a lot. I'm giving it 5 points. I've only used it once. Don't have much to say about it. It's growing on me. It's a free floral, but it's not something I'm going to repurchase. And then my all-time favorite perfume is the Cerruti 1881. I have used this 4 times. I'm trying to save this, as you can see. It's not cruelty free, so I won't repurchase this one. I'm going to find a dupe. This is a very complex floral. It is a little bit on the sweeter side, but it's very not typically me. But I think it's a perfume I've had or known about or used for so long, for so many years. It's giving me so many good memories, and it has a lot of nostalgia to me. So I think that's a little bit why I love it so much too. Maybe if I've never ever smelled this and I went out in the store and smelled this for the first time today, maybe I wouldn't have loved it as much. But it keeps so many good memories. So, and it really is such a good classic floral scent as well. So yeah, I have this dear to my heart. Lastly, I only have one in the 10-point category, and this surprised me. This is the Kajali Yum Bougie Marshmallow 81. This is a floral, fruity, gourmand scent, and it's powdery, dreamy, airy, feminine. Yeah, those are the notes I got. It does remind me of Cloud, but it's a lot sweeter. It's beautiful. It surprised me because it's not sickly sweet as one would expect from the notes. It's got a cotton-like scent in the opening, and then it turns coconutty vanilla in the middle. Although it's not tropical by any means, it's just delicious. Not very long lasting though. Lasts for about 3 hours. Very disappointed about that. I think you should avoid if you don't like sweet scents. You need to like some gourmands. I don't get much of the floral notes. It's although it's more mature than you think, but then it's still youthful. So I really love this. I would like to purchase a full size of this one actually, or at least a travel size. And I used that one 4 times. Okay, and that is all for this finale. I'm very soon gonna do an introduction to the summer perfume project as well. I'm very excited about that. But I hope you got something out of this video, that it was helpful to you if you're looking for a new spring perfume. Let me know which spring perfume is your favorite and why. I would love to know. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!